guys, I just wanted to talk to you about some inexpensive ways that you can get started, some tools that you need when you first get started as opposed to some of the things that you might want later once you're bringing in some Posh income, okay? So first of all, don't waste your time or your money with a fancy direct sales planner in the beginning. Just get one notebook that's super cheap that you designate as your Posh notebook and put everything you need to remember or keep track of in there. And then once you get rolling, then you can get fancy, okay? Next up, you have a redeem tab. So if you don't know what that is, ask your sponsor, but essentially it is free things for you to take advantage of when you first get started, including a bundle of Posh papers for free. So get those as soon as possible, and there's also some other paper tools in there that are going to be helpful for mailing things inexpensively. So I'll show you that later, but definitely check out your redeem tab. Get free stuff. Hello. Next up, we also have some things in the portal that are half off for you to get. I would save your money and wait on those until you have some Posh income coming in before you go there, including portal samples. These are amazing, and if you have perks from when you were a customer, go ahead and grab some up. But don't spend the money on them yet if you don't want to, because I'm going to show you some ways to make samples at home. These run about like $15 for about 20 to 25 samples, whereas these sample containers from the Container family, you can get 200 sample containers for about $30 after shipping and tax, and they come in multiple sizes. So this is what they look like, and they are great. A lot of people use them, okay? Now, next up, if you want an even less expensive option, these little foil bags are on Amazon. They're really cute, and you basically just fill them from the bottom and use a flat iron on the lowest setting to seal them. And they are $15 for 200. So we've got the 15 for 200, the 30 for 200, and the 15 for like 20 kind of a deal. So that's sampling. Now, when it comes to labeling your samples, let's say you make your samples on one of these. You're going to want on one side what the product is, and on the other side your information. So there are labels in the portal that you can do. Like these are going to be half off. They're pretty, and they're from the portal with the product on it. And they also have personalized round labels that you can get from the portal. But if you would like to print them at home, just get the Avery 1-inch labels and go to avery.com. These images are in my team page, and you can input your information and make labels for the back so that they can contact you. Just print everything at home. Those labels are like $6 for 600 of them. So that's a lot more affordable way to do the labels. And you can use those same 1-inch labels to label your catalog. You don't need to get special labels for that if right off the bat. $6 for 600 labels, and they could be used for everything. In fact, if you're labeling everything, you may not even need to get business cards yet, but if you decide you really, really want business cards, you can design your own, keep it simple. You don't have to be a graphic designer, but Staples.com has same-day business cards. You can get 500 of them for 10 or 15 bucks. So that's a great way to do that as opposed to buying the more expensive business cards elsewhere. Now, when it comes to mailing samples, I like to get these 6x9 cellophane mailers. You can get them on Amazon. And when you're mailing them in this 6x9 flat thing, you can do this like a letter, and you'll use a 3-ounce stamp for it. Now, obviously, you need to keep the weight below 3 ounces, but essentially, you can put some kind of business material, which I believe these are in the Redeem tab. It's like a brochure. Put that in here. And then take your pre-made samples that you made and put them in there, and a handwritten note that says, I hope you enjoy your samples. And if you want, you can do like shipping labels that have, you can put a return address label and an address label here, or you can just put a piece of paper in there that has that information. Since it's a clear package, it'll be easily seen, right? Just make sure you keep it under 3 ounces for those 3-ounce stamps, and these will cost you under $1 to mail. So that is my favorite way to mail samples. Now, if you need to mail them a catalog, which you really shouldn't do for everyone unless you really think that they're going to order, because they run about $2 to $4 each when you mail a catalog and samples, and that can be a hefty investment, right? So if you do want to do that, these are the 10x13 ones on Amazon. It's about $11 for 100 of these. These are about $8 for 100. So again, this is the most affordable way to mail samples. Now, I want to just remind you that you can make your presentation super cute without breaking the bank. I got these from the dollar section at Target. Putting a couple of these handmade samples in there with a note that talks about what you're supposed to do with them and giving this to someone can be a really cute presentation without being expensive. These were $1. And that is it. I hope this was a helpful look at some tools that you actually need when you get started. And then as you start bringing some money in, you can start getting more creative. Like for example, now I put together like these cute little sample packs, and this was actually inexpensive too, but just give yourself a break. Don't overthink it. This is basically all you need to start making money, okay? And even if you take the most expensive routes that I've outlined here, it's still under 50 bucks. Least expensive options, under 10 or 15. So yeah, hope that was helpful, and good luck with your Posh Biz. You're gonna do great.